L'Oreal silver box dye. People are still trying to go silver/gray at home, and it's an absolute tragic mess. It is one of the hardest things to do to your own hair. But we're not only seeing silver today, we're seeing everything going on in the world of hair on the internet. People are doing all sorts of crazy shit. So much to watch and react to. And I'm sure we're gonna see some hair breakage. Strap up and get ready, because babe, we're going on a journey. And I'm here to watch everything.
Today's video, we are dyeing our hair
Sapphire Smoke by L'Oreal Paris.
Haven't I seen you do this before? Or am I crazy? We got the gray box color, and we got a really pale blonde head of hair. Are we bleaching the hair again, or are we just going gray?
First thing that I want to say is I don't trust you.
I tried the L'Oreal Paris pastel pink one and it was completely horrible. The smell was horrible. The way it looked was horrible, and I don't really have faith in you.
Okay, so the last time we used this was horrible, and then we're going for it again. What do we think's gonna happen this time? It's probably gonna turn out bad again. Let's be realistic.
I did a bleach bath on my hair. I'll link the video down below.
Honestly, the bleach bath you did tore. It looks incredible. Your hair is so bright, and it looks really, really even. So, to have good gray color, you need to have a very even canvas for the gray to go over. So, for that, we're gonna get a happy jump, okay? Because that is a very happy moment. Guys, have you noticed I've been wearing pants lately for you? Like the video if you like that I'm wearing pants. Or like the video if you want me to wear no pants, because I could do either for you. Oh, you've been saying you like my facial hair. Thank you. I think this is my new vibe. Should it be? Let me know. Little goatee moment.
So the color of this, it says P1 Smoky Blue, but the actual name on it says Sapphire Smoke.
So this is not semi-permanent color, which semi-permanent color, if you don't already know, is basically a conditioning based color with no developer. She's using something with developer. This is either demi-permanent or permanent color. I'm guessing that this is demi-permanent color, but who knows? I don't know if her hair can really take permanent color right now. It looks to be a lot of it dry.
They're becoming very advanced with, you know, the open of the caps. Like, that was just like a spin cap. Like, remember the old ones where you had to bite off the tip or cut off the tip? Those ones are annoying. Oh my God, I just thought, what if I don't have enough? What if I don't have enough though? So I really gotta be sparing.
Okay, considering that there's developer in this formula, I am a little bit worried about her applying this to her root first, because we have heat on the root. Heat is always gonna make a product with developer in it process darker or lighter depending on the color, rather than the mids and ends that don't have as much heat. So that makes me a little bit worried that we're gonna get a lot of color variation here. And also, this looks to be a very dark gray. Is she sure she wants to go this dark? This is gonna be like borderline blue. All right, she is applying the color, and this is definitely an interesting way of applying the color. Why the hell aren't we sectioning into 4 quadrants and working from the bottom and going up?
I mean, it doesn't matter, like, if there's a little bit of blonde in there. It might be cute, right? It is working super fast. Like, oh my gosh, I can see the blue.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad. Within like 30 seconds, her hair is already turning blue. That is not a good sign. That is going to be way too dark, like way too dark. And also, the way she's applying this is making my eyes sizzle and burn. All we need right now is a comb this through if you want it to be even. God, we are working it in though. Like, this is like shampoo to her. Like, she is like, woo! And she's getting that hair all tangled up. I love when we color knots into our hair. That's really, really gonna be beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I don't have enough.
She doesn't have enough color. That is another thing that drives me crazy that you guys do, is not buying enough color. Just buy 2. Buy 2, return the one you don't use. It'll be worth it. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass to get more color. Pain in the ass. Ew. Look like I have a pancake butt today. I swear it's there.
I have like a pixie cut. How do I not have enough? Oh my God.
Whatever.
What do you mean whatever? We're missing entire spots of our hair. Like there is entire sections that have not been colored yet. Babe, we gotta color it all. We can't leave an entire section and then have everything else blue. Like also get this out of your hair. It is blue.
We are trying to use everything in the bottle. You definitely need 2 boxes, guys.
I think this would be fine if you just combed it through. You would get all the excess product off. Obviously sections of your hair that has way too much product in it. And if you comb this through, you would get that excess product off of those sections that are oversaturated, and you can move it to the rest of your hair that is not saturated at all.
It's literally purple and it's not blue. It's purple. What the actual... What is this? Does this look like this, L'Oreal?
No, it doesn't, babe. Get that shit off your head now.
My hair is purple, and I hate purple. It's exactly why I hate box dye.
We're gonna go use Head and Shoulders shampoo and see if I can lighten it a bit.
Great.
I'm gonna go wash it out right now.
That is definitely a good idea. If your hair ever comes out too dark with demi or semi-permanent color, really or permanent, you can really anything. Just use Dawn dish soap or anything like Head and Shoulders that's really gonna strip your hair. That will take off like the outermost layer of the color and lighten it like a fraction of a shade, but sometimes it takes the edge off.
Okay, so we are back. We are gonna be using the Argan Oil Color Remover.
Oh my God. Oh. Your hair is blue and white. And now we're using color remover. We're just gonna remove everything we just did. No.
We're not using this in today's video,
Oh.
but definitely in an upcoming video to get rid of this blue. I mean, it's Argan Oil Color Fix. I've heard really good things about it, so it's time to come in handy to get rid of the blue in upcoming videos. The color I absolutely flipping hate. This is like 2 shades of blue. But for now, it's cute to rock for like, you know, a couple of weeks and let my hair have a break.
Okay, she's leaving like that. This is the final result. It's actually growing on me. The last 30 seconds, this just grew on me. I actually don't think it looks bad. It's kind of a weird color, but it kind of looks well done. Sorry, I know I really switched up there real quick, but like, I think it's because it wasn't what I was expecting, and then I judged it based on what I was expecting. But now, I'm like, damn, she looks kind of fine. She looks good as hell. Get the manometer out here now. We are gonna give her a solid 3. And I feel like that's generous because the process of getting here was absolutely tragic. Wrong choice of product. And then the result was not what she wanted at all. But actually looks kind of good on her.
I am going for it. I am ready to see my silvers and stop using this temporary color. So this is where I'm starting.
That's a hell of a starting place. Holy shit. I mean, she has the deepest purple going on all throughout her hair. And then she has the dark roots. And then she has a little gray mixed in there to make it even more difficult. Now she's trying to go full on gray, you guys, to match the gray coming in her root. That is going to be so hard to do, even for a hairstylist, like a very trained hairstylist. This would freak most people out. This would be like, oh, yeah, so that's maybe not gonna happen. You know, we're gonna really try our best, but that might not happen. And it would cost $3 million to do. So we can definitely try.
The first thing I'm gonna do is remove the color deposit, which is just purple. I'm using 20 volume developer. I'm not measuring, I'm just winging it.
I hate when people say that. I'm winging it. It's like, no, wings, no, are not made for this situation. No wings. We want precise measurements. Also, I would so much prefer for her to use a Malibu treatment that will remove this semi-permanent color without using developer. We do not really need developer in this case. Usually a Malibu treatment will remove all semi-permanent color. Like, it will make my hair from purple to blonde. It's really, really good. It'll make your hair a little dry, obviously, because it's like literally stripping out everything, but it does not use any developer, which means there's pretty much no internal damage.
One of the most important things is make sure that you are taking steps to take care of your hair, make sure it stays healthy. You can't just dive in with bleach, especially when you have a lot of layers of different colors like I do.
We are getting that color remover all in that hair, and we are doing it real good. Starting from the bottom and working our way up. That is incredible. We love to see that. Is this gonna lift out her color? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I would never recommend anyone trying this at home by themselves. This was a huge risk that I took.
And put a bag. Okay, so when I was washing my hair, I had this cap just on the top part so that I didn't get the rest of my hair wet. I am only working on the bottom part of my hair right now. I'm gonna do the complete process only on the bottom, and I'm not touching the top.
I'm not sure why she's covering half of her head with a bag when she hasn't done the other half, but I guess she's doing one part of her hair at a time, so that way nothing over processes, which is great. Love to see that.
All right, so if you don't have really good water pressure or your hair is thick, make sure it is rinsed super good. You don't see any suds in it. It looks like most of the purple is out. It did exactly what I wanted it to.
Whoa, yeah! That actually removed a ton of that purple. She seems unimpressed, but I am absolutely impressed. That looks really good and a much more neutralized tone that she can now bleach easily. I don't know why she's doing only half of her head. She just said, like, I'm gonna do the underneath before the top. I don't know. Maybe she's gonna refine her technique by the time she gets to the top. I don't know, we'll see.
All right, this is the first step. You can see all of my new silver growth here. I do have some natural black mixed in, and it took out a lot of the purple.
Holy sh**. Okay, so these are the results dry so far. That color remover formula was actually pretty killer. Like, yes! It took out like 95% of that purple color. Yeah.
We're gonna do round 2 of the color remover. Now I am going to do color oops. I also did the same thing. I sprayed my hair, first misted it with a tiny bit of water, put in the K18, waited until it dried.
I'm lost. I don't really understand why we're doing color oops now. Your hair's pretty well primed now to go in with bleach. Some of those color oops boxes, I believe, are just bleach. You can technically call something a color remover if it's bleach, because bleach removes color. So I don't see the benefit here. I don't really get it, but we're gonna, I guess, do that, you know? And that's, I guess, what's gonna happen. I mean, it's not gonna necessarily hurt her. It's just gonna cost more money to buy so many products and do so many different steps. And it's just gonna make this process much longer for no reason. She is removing that color like a freaking queen. Oh my God. She's going in every single section again. It is looking beautifully saturated, I must say. I am so impressed by how much work she's putting in. And she's doing all this by herself. It's been 2 days and she's still going at it. I think she's gonna end up with like 5 days under her belt by the time this is finished.
I also put a towel on it because you don't want this to get cold, like if you have any air conditioning on, and it will process better.
That is so right. Whenever you're doing a color remover service, having the hair warm, even sitting under a heater, spraying the inside of the bag with a little bit of water to keep it moist, and then sitting under a heater, it'll really help swell the hair cuticle and it'll bring out that color a lot easier.
I washed my hair 4 times and rinsed it.
I'm like astonished with how good this is looking so far. Like, she could leave her hair here and I'd be like, okay, cool, sick highlights. Like, this looks really beautiful. And she is obviously taking the right steps, even though it's a little bit of a runaround of what she's doing. Like, she doesn't really need to do all these steps. She is taking technically the right steps. So she's doing this effectively so far to get it to where she wants, which is all blonde to then dye all silver.
I had a lot of layers of permanent hair dye. I stripped out the color with the first method I showed you just to get it as light as possible, and then I put this semi-permanent purple on top. I had to start from the beginning. I had to now remove the semi-permanent purple with the first step that I showed you with the baking soda, shampoo, and developer.
Oh my God, you have had every single color, haven't you? And this looks like it was all in the same year. So everything that she's removing right now is like layers and layers and layers of different colors. And she's gonna get this gray silver. I'm gonna be shocked if she does. This is even more of a task than I thought it was. Like, this is insane.
This is where we're at right now before the bleach. So I sectioned off my hair. I pulled out pieces that were a little more fragile to do last, and a piece on the bottom.
This clip situation on her head is insane. Like, she has a clip here, a clip here, a clip here. Like, what the f is going on? I don't understand.
We are going for it, guys. I used the Blonde Me with the bond enforcing protector the Blonde Me Bleach 20 volume.
Using a bleach with bond reinforcer in it is always a great idea. I love to see it. She's also using 20 volume, which is going to be pretty gentle on her hair. Without using foils with this, it might not lift blonde enough. That's my only concern. But possibly if she leaves it on long enough, it could get pretty light. I think that she's gonna have to do 2 rounds though if she doesn't use foils.
And the Blonde Me powder. I've got it mixed up. It is blue, so it will help the tone. I also have a mirror set up behind me so it's easier to see what I'm doing. So I'm not going to bleach over my natural gray roots.
And we are using foils. Whoa! We are doing it. We are using the foils. Okay, that is much better. That is going to ensure that that hair gets really warm from that foil on the hair. That way the bleach can properly lift.
That's the whole point of this, is to let my natural gray hair grow out. This is about 7 or 8 months of growth.
I don't like what I'm seeing. You know why? It's because of the fact that she would really benefit off of combing. Sorry, it's not you. You're probably watching. Thank you for making this video. This is not just you, this is everybody. Nobody will use a comb with bleach. When I say use a comb with bleach, I mean, make sure your hair is super brushed out and combed before you start applying the bleach. That's really essential. But then when you apply it, right away after you apply it, work from the bottom and go up. That way you know you got every single hair strand. And don't use the super fine teeth. Use the teeth that are a little bit more spread apart. That's how you gotta do it to ensure that this is super even. It's a little bit difficult to get the comb through, but you'll get it through. Don't pull too hard. You know, maybe I shouldn't recommend that, but that's what I would do. I would comb through every section, or I would take the hair in my hands and spread it apart and get that bleach in there, and then spread it apart again, get more bleach in there. But painting on the foil like this is risky. You're probably gonna miss one side, or you're gonna get little dots of places you forgot to color. But my girl is going in there and making sure it's completely saturated. This is like hair porn right now. She's going from section to section, working her way up the hair and trying to get right on that line of demarcation where her regrowth starts and her old purple, or I guess just colored hair start. Let me rephrase that. She's trying to go right to that line of demarcation where that hair that is previously guys, we've edited out so many of my struggles today, but I cannot form, I don't know. She's going up to where their color starts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, should I try again? See how many times it takes me to get this. She is bleaching her hair up to where her regrowth is. I killed that. Okay. And the foils are looking quite nice. Just make sure you're doing foils, guys. You're not squishing them down too tight, or you could end up wiping off some of that bleach, or just kind of moving the bleach around so it's not touching every single hair strand anymore. And then you get little zebra prints inside the foils when you rinse it out. It's not cute.
All right, I have not even looked at it yet, but I was able to see how it was processing, and I noticed that old stubborn red hair dye was pulling through, so I'm hoping for the best. See the pink?
That looks good as hell. Like literally that looks great. I mean, it looks really pale blonde. It is not orange, and it's okay if it has a little bit of pink in there. You're gonna go gray. The gray is going to cover all that pink, and plus when you keep washing your hair, that pink's gonna slip right out because your cuticle now is blown the fuck open from bleaching your hair. Okay, and this is what her hair looks like dry.
So it is the next day. I had my hair in a bun all night, so you can see the pink that's still in my hair.
Girl, you better be flipping your motherfucking hair right now because what the fuck?
Love y'all.
That looks incredible. Oh my god, that is like a really nice blonde on you. I actually really like this kind of like neutral looking blonde. Like, should we keep it there? Should we not go totally gray? This is one of the first humongous transformations we've seen on this channel where it actually has gone really, really well so far. This is so hard to do on your own. Okay, now she's going through the entire same process for the top of her head. Doing the at-home like mixture of baking soda and developer and etc. And then she's using the color remover, and then she's bleaching.
To tone it, I'm using using Wella T18 and 050 equal parts. And then the 10 volume developer is what I had. Mix it up and I'm putting it on damp hair.
Okay, that is definitely gonna be gray. Purple cancels out yellow. And if you over cancel it, like you put too much purple on top of it, it'll turn it gray.
Oh my gosh, it came out great. My hair feels amazing. See this kind of warm band around here from where the bleach touched?
Me, that looks perfectly gray. Oh my god, my eyes. This is so beautiful. But yeah, now we have a problem with the transition between your natural and the gray. It's gonna be so hard to match your natural gray to an artificial gray. I would recommend bleaching the entire thing, doing this whole process, and then doing a root drop. So bringing that darkness just down on the root after to make it look like it's naturally growing out of your scalp.
What I'm gonna do is take a charcoal color mask and put that on there to tone that.
Okay, she did the entire same process on the top of her head, and now it is blonde, and we are ready to tone the entire thing and finish it all off.
My hair feels great. It looks dry because I don't have any conditioner in it right now, but it's healthy. My hair made it.
She also bleached the roots of the top of her head and not the bottom, which I find interesting. I don't know what that was.
The bottom is already toned gray. The only thing is I was not able to save my almost 8 months of gray root growth on the top because I just really was not liking how it was blending. I just went right to the scalp in most spots. What I'm gonna do now is the same thing I did to the bottom. Color Charm T18 and 050 mixed with 10 volume developer.
All right, I think bleaching the roots was a good idea, like I said, and now she's going in with the same exact toner formula and she's going to finish off this look. Ugh.
Finally done. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired, you guys. I absolutely love it. So it definitely has a few warm spots because I had to keep going back and bleaching the roots, so it was kind of running on the bottom parts, and I was still going at 1 in the morning trying to bleach out leftover spots. So there's like a tiny bit of warmth in there, but I don't care. For the first try, the first tone, I cannot believe how good it came out.
Sorry, I'm just so happy. This is insane. Oh my god. Girl, that looks professionally done. Now, is there a few pieces that are a little messed up, like are showing yellow through? Yes, but this tone overall is incredible. With 5 washes, this is gonna even out and look absolutely flawless. Some of those overly gray tones in the hair are gonna wash out. This is gonna oxidize incredibly beautiful. How in the hell did you just do that? How? Like, actually. Let's whip out the Mondo meter. Obviously, we have to give her a 5. Oh my god, it is absolutely perfect the way she did that. The execution, the application, the concept overall, it literally blew my mind. Amazing job. Oh my god. I can't even sit back down. I think that she's using the Bleach Kit L'Oreal box dye with the gray color. Because there's one that has just the gray color, like a semi or demi-permanent color in it, and there's one that has bleach as well. I think this is the bleach. She's about to go ham on her roots. Why are we doing it like that?
Why do we keep doing that?
Oh my god. Okay, so she starts on the top of her head. She starts doing her roots and then works her way down the head. I can see through the screen that there is missing spots. And then she pulled the color through, okay? Now this is obviously, I think, bleach. So her roots are probably gonna end up yellow and her ends are gonna be fried as fuck. She's putting everything all over all at once. Oh, girl, those roots are not done. That is orange. I hope she bleaches them again because what the actual fuck is going on? She's not bleaching them again. She's just going in now with the gray color on top. Oh, I hate it here. Help. That's gonna look like shit, and it's probably gonna be orange on her roots still, and it's gonna be gray on her ends, and that is gonna be the most ugly thing ever. What she really should have done here is bleach the shit out of her roots again until they get nice and pale blonde, just like her mids and ends.
Huh?
Hold on. Let me see this up close. Guys, considering everything, it's not the worst results. She definitely toned the shit out of her roots somehow, but this is still looks so off. Like, it is orange on her roots, and it is gray and kind of blue on her ends. Like, bleach that shit again, get them nice and bright, and then go gray. Do this properly, girl. Come on. I don't know, not for me. Mondo meter out. Let's give this a 2. Yeah, not a very good score because not a totally great look. As long as you feel confident though, rock it, girl.
My hair is uneven and grown out, so let's go fix these roots. I bought some supplies at Sally's today, so let's go section my hair, make some bleach, and start plopping it on. I low-key don't really know how to section my hair. I'm just kind of like, hope for the best.
Okay, we're doing a simple root touch-up. And whenever I say simple, it's never as simple when I watch you guys do it. It's gonna be crazy.
I feel so early. What in the Diddy party is going on? Oh my god. This is what we're working with. Oop. I got my bleach and developers.
Definitely a lot of sections going on here. I mean, usually we just do 4 quadrants, but 8 I will definitely take.
So let's mix these two. I usually do like half and half of developer and the bleach. And it should look a little something like this. Pimple patch on my zip. I'm gonna start from the back and make my way to the front.
Music to my ears. I'm gonna start in the back and work my way to the front. Oh, baby, don't even do it. Don't do it to me. Ah!
I just bleached the back of my head. It's low-key like getting light. I don't even know where to start. I guess we'll start from the side. Okay. This is exhausting. It's starting to develop. Okay, so I just finished bleaching my whole head.
It looks a little bit dry. I don't know if we applied enough color on there. You really want it to be like,
Love y'all.
We want the hair to breathe with air in between. Don't put it all to one side. If you put all the hair to one side, that hair underneath that mound of hair will become lighter than the rest because there's a lot more heat under there.
So we're gonna wait like 30 to 40 minutes and then we're gonna wash this off. Okay, I just washed off my hair and I missed so many spots.
Oh. It's orange and I definitely missed a lot of spots.
So next morning, I just sectioned my hair, made some bleach, and we're going in with a second brown. It's looking a little yellow, so we need to fix that. It looks so good, I just want to eat it. And just like yesterday, we're gonna start from the back. I like to start from the bottom up.
Okay, round 2 is definitely a good idea here because that hair is not light enough. And yeah, we gotta fix those spots. So going in there with another round of 20 volume is definitely recommended, but try to not overlap on your existing blonde hair or else you're gonna see breakage.
Because I feel like it's easier to apply the bleach. So layer after layer. God damn, I'm giving like crazy colors. You know the candy you get on Halloween? That's what this reminds me of. Bleaching your hair really teaches you patience. I just finished bleaching my whole head. I'm gonna let this marinate in my head for 30 to 45 minutes and then we are going to wash this off and put toner on.
I love that we're using a bag, but again, don't push the hair down. You're pushing your existing bleached hair into more bleach by doing that. Like the bleach is gonna expand and then touch your hair everywhere. No good at all.
Oh my god. This is what my hair is looking like right now. She is blonde and honestly, I don't think I missed any spots. Yeah, come through. My hair is unfortunately falling out. Okay, I just rinsed my hair with the hair mask.
Babe, your hair is coming out. That hair is so porous and dry. We have to be careful now with putting on the toner because the toner will pick up really, really dark on pieces that are super porous.
With the hair that I do have left on my head, we are going to tone it with TAT.
And now we're using permanent color on top of super damaged hair. Ah!
I usually apply it on my roots first. I don't know why I'm using this brush. I usually use my hand. Scoop a little bit of the toner and just plop it on my head. I don't know if this technique is good, bad.
There is no technique. No, it is not good. Do not plop it on top of your head. Work from the back and go all the way up, okay? The same way you did the bleach. Why are we doing this like this? Why are we just plopping it on our fucking... This is also gonna make your ends probably pick up blue because your ends are white and you're putting like a gray tone on top. In this line, we probably choose something with more of a purple tone on the yellow areas. And then we mix up a second formula for the pieces that are overly porous or really dry or are falling off. That is more golden and neutral so that everything kind of balances out.
Just do this with the rest of your head. This is all the hair that came out. This is your sign not to bleach your head off.
That was a lot of hair.
It's turning really purple. What color is this gonna turn out to be? Oh god. Am I even gonna have hair after this?
How are you not freaking out? Stop! Take this out now!
Oh my god, my hair. I'm not gonna lie, I think I ate with my hair a little bit. To be honest, so much hair fallout, I was so worried. Like, I do have a lot of breakage, but it's nothing hair gel can't fix. I've been on and off blonde for the past 3 years, and this might be the lightest I've ever gotten my hair to be. It's giving really light, really bright. This is gonna be the hair color I have in like 50, 60 years when I have gray. Okay, but what do we think for an at-home job? I think I did pretty well.
That took my breath away. That result looks so good. This is your color. This is giving me all sorts of K-pop realness with the cut and the color like that. You absolutely didn't do a good job at that, but the end result is killer. It really makes your skin glow and your eyes, I mean, I think you have contacts in, but your eyes look like they're popping. This is fresh as fuck. This is what you need to always have. And to maintain the color as it naturally oxidizes and gets yellow, make sure you use Supernova Blonde Toning Leave-In Foam. It'll make your hair so white, silver in an instant, and it rinses off so there's no commitment. Plus there's blonde boosters and all kinds of other great ingredients in it, so we got you. Let's rate this color. I'm gonna have to give you, because your hair fell out, a 2. I'm sorry, I can't give you beyond a 2 when your hair fell out. Can't do it, but the result looks killer. And I'm gonna pretend your hair didn't fall out. Okay, maybe a 3. Fine, we'll change it to a 3. Fine, I'm easy. That was crazy.
I'm gonna be dyeing my hair again, but this time with the twist. It's the remix, y'all. I'm gonna be bleaching my own hair, which I've never done before on my own.
Okay, so in the title it says she's bleaching, dyeing, and cutting her hair. Like Maggie Lindemann. I don't know who that is. I shall look her up. One moment. So this girl has like red streaks going through her hair and the rest is really dark black with like kind of a wolf cut texture. So that is what we're trying to get to today. Okay, that's gonna be a lot of work. And obviously there's gonna be bleach, there's gonna be red color, there's gonna be black color, and there's gonna be a haircut. She's gonna work cut out for her.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is dye all of this a dark brown, because if you look closely at my hair, look at how light it is. And it's like not even either. It's all shades of color. Like, look at the difference between like my natural hair color and then the rest.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get that nice and even for this to look right. Because if she has that kind of like faded out stuff on the bottom and then she has the red in the front, it's gonna be like a whole mess. You really need like the solid colors to create a lot of contrast with a pop of color in the front.
You're supposed to mix the developer and the dye. I know it might seem like I'm being dramatic, but I'm actually scared because the last time I did this, it was just hair gloss and it wasn't that serious. Like this time I'm actually making a concoction. I don't know what I'm doing.
Next time you could just use super gloss in our black color. This would be great for you.
Like, is this really necessary? Y'all couldn't just put it on like just one little thing and be done. I think I meant developer, not volume. Oh wait.
About the directions, I mean, yeah. So unfortunately there are laws where you have to have every different freaking language, places you sell your product in, and some people sell their product in like 25 different countries. So you gotta put a lot of languages on there and it becomes a whole lot of shit. These sections that she has on the side of her hair are pretty strange looking. I mean, it doesn't need to be perfect, but why don't we just like try and make it perfect? Like get that angle a little bit better and not so, it's kind of a mess, I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, what? What does volume mean then? Because it says volume on this, but it says volume on this, but this, I'm so lost now. I do have time to like go back and not do it, but like I already look like this. I can't look like this for no reason. All right, so an even ratio of volume and hair dye.
I love how she's calling it volume and not developer. You can call it developer, it's fine. It's developer and hair color. Now she's using a very dark color and her hair looks to be very porous and pre-treated. So this color is probably gonna take very dark on her mids and ends where that color has already been, rather than her roots, which will take that color very nicely and evenly and exactly what the tone says it's gonna take as. I'm a little worried about that, the variation of tones that is gonna happen here. Porous hair sucks into color way more than healthy hair.
Okay, so I'm dyeing my hair brown, right? Why does it look like this? I've never seen it look like this. God, please. Not even for the content do I want this to fail. This is like a little too milky, I think, right? Okay, so from what I'm gathering, this shit is supposed to darken, I guess. Tragedy. No one ever seems this scared on YouTube. Y'all made me confident. I should not be this confident.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to do. That is why hairstylists exist. But, you know, I feel like you can successfully color your hair darker. Like, I just feel like you can definitely do that successfully. properly. And if you can't, stop now. Do not move on to the bleaching part, okay?
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. To be 100% honest, I'm probably not gonna talk during most of this video because I'm so scared. You know what? This video needs to do well because I'm not putting myself through anxiety for nothing. Oh, I don't know why I'm acting shocked. Like, bro, this is what happened.
Girl, you have color all over you. And again, you haven't even gotten to the hard part. I cannot wait to see when she freaks out when she gets to the bleaching. That's gonna be a lot.
How'd you get on the toilet? Like, bro, you weren't even over here. Where's my shower cap? Cap daddy. Cap daddy. Oh my gosh, you can oh, look at Miley's face. Miley, I'm so sorry, girl. My face, man. And she was clearing up. I gotta get off. Bye, I'll be back.
I'm obsessed with the fact that you guys leave the color. It is all in the back of her neck. Now that she's done applying, wipe that off, but no, we're gonna apparently leave it all there. And I'm also loving this clip under the chin. It's really, a really cute look. Almost like you're wearing a helmet. Could have just, you know, put them on the side, but doing it in the front like that is even more chic.
Oh my gosh, my whole neck. I'm gonna go wash this out. We'll see how it looks. Hopefully I still have hair when I get back. I just got out the shower. I still have hair, so that's good. It is pretty dark. I'll do like a final reveal at the end. We are back in business, y'all. I put way more hair on this side than on this side, so it's not even. Let's just start the process, shall we?
We shall.
Okay, so Brad Mondo said to start in the middle, and then you work your way down, and then you do the roots last. I feel like this consistency doesn't look right, like.
That is definitely very thick, but I'm not mad about it. And yeah, I did tell you to start at the mids and ends and then do your roots after, but you have to make sure you wait enough time in between. This section is a tragic mess. We couldn't get it a little bit straighter than that. Really?
I don't know how some of y'all be bleaching your hair and talking at the same time. Like, I cannot. This takes so much focus. I'm barely even breathing while I'm doing this. I'm really scared because this part was already dyed black.
I am so happy that she is applying the bleach with her hands, getting it all in there, moving the hair around, and then putting the foil in. That's amazing. I love to see it because that's going to ensure we get every single strand evenly and nicely.
I think I'm supposed to leave it on for 40 minutes, so I'll check the progress after 30 minutes and we'll see what is going on.
Okay, there's not exactly a time frame everybody should leave their bleach on their hair for. You need to check it in intervals. I would say you start maybe at 20 minutes. It depends on everybody's hair and what you're doing, so it's like I can't really give an umbrella suggestion for everybody, but say in her case, I would check this after 30 minutes. I would expect it to be light, and then I would check it again after like 45 and then probably 65 and see how it looks. But it probably needs to be on there for a very long time. Ooh.
I'm scared to go all the way to my scalp.
Guys, oh my God. I have rarely ever seen somebody do this correctly. She waited until her mids and ends got light enough, like a very almost pale blonde, to then do her roots. That is exactly what you're supposed to do and what I always say. And finally, somebody's doing it.
Look at how nicely lightened this side is getting. And then this side. Hey, so this is what it turned out like.
Right.
This part didn't take very well.
So that's what happens when you have a lot of color underneath your color, underneath color, and then you end up with this thing going on. So that looks bad. It is yellow and orange, in fact, and it looks crazy. So she's gonna have to do another round of bleach for sure.
This is the part that was dyed black that I like had to last minute include here so that it would be even with this side. It's been a few hours, so I went back to Sally's. I got 20 volume.
You know what's at Sally? XMONDO hair and XMONDO color. And you know where else it is? Amazon and on my own website. So check it out anywhere you shop. I put a lot of care and a lot of love into my products, and I listen to all your feedback and try to make products that you will be obsessed with. This is what happens when you rinse out a section too soon. Like she started on the, I guess her right, whatever. She started on one side and then moved to the other, and then she rinsed them out at the same exact time. Obviously one has been processing for less time than the other because we apply one side before the other. Get it what I'm saying here? So we have to do the same thing when we rinse out. One before the other.
This is looking crazy. Okay, so she said 1.5 to 1. I only see 2 here. Half of that would be 1, quarter of that would be 1.5. She said 1.5 to 2, and I did like over 2, bruh.
I'm just glad she's measuring. That is very commendable.
If you do that shit, put it on flat ground. Like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Now it's over too. Now already the ratio is incorrect. Sometimes I get on my damn nerves. Like, I really just piss myself off. And when I edit this video and I watch that scene back, I'm gonna want to blue skidoo into the screen and punch myself. The fact that I'm bleaching it twice in one day, like, Brad Mondo is somewhere screaming.
I am here. I am holding in my scream until I see how this turns out.
This texture looks a little better, I think. That looks a little better. It's the next day. To say I'm over this is an understatement. I am so over this. I'm probably never gonna do this again.
Guys, it is so much work. Now let's remember here, she's trying to just go red on the sides. This is actually a fine base to put red on. It can be orangey and reddish because, again, you're putting red on top of it. So red on top of red just makes a more pigmented, brighter red. So don't push your hair too far. Just put the red on now, okay? It'll be great.
So what happened yesterday was I put the bleach in the second time and I only left it in for like 10 minutes because I noticed a piece of hair that was like stuck on my hand, and when I grabbed it and went like this, it was literally like elastic, and that's not supposed to happen. So I thought my hair was falling out, so I just washed it off like immediately. This part of my hair is ruined.
Ooh. I don't like the idea of her hair being elastic. I hate that, actually. And yeah, those ends look fucking pummeled. Those ends look destroyed, bitch.
This pimple got bigger from yesterday, and it's because of all the stress that I have entailed between yesterday and today. Is entailed the word? It was just so stressful, like. So I have Manic Panic red hair dye. I saw a lot of people in Brad Mondo's videos using these. Manic Panic, this bottle is how I feel. It really does look like blood.
You meant XMONDO color in shade super red, right? Okay, she's applying that semi-permanent red color, and it's definitely going on there. It's definitely looking a little bloody, and it's covering up all that stuff going on. Guys, I don't know why. Let's just hope that this covers up all the orange and the crazy fucked up shit going on underneath there, because there's a lot of it. She applied the semi-permanent red color. That is the last step, and now let's see the final results.
So this is the final look. What do y'all think? I actually love it. I think it looks so freaking good. It wasn't as red as I wanted it to be, so I put more dye in it. And I still have like so much dye left over, so I'm probably gonna do it again in like a couple weeks, just let my hair breathe. I did cut some of my hair. I love the way it looks. I think it turned out way better than I thought it was gonna look.
Yes. Everything about this, just yes. This is your color. This is your vibe. This looks so good. Yes. Did I say yes? I said yes. I said yes. Yes. Wow. I love how pigmented this color is. The black looks super even and super shiny. The placement of the red looks phenomenal, and the red is super bright. And overall, you just absolutely rock this color. We're breaking out the Mondo meter though, and we're gonna be a little tough here because I'm going to give you a 4. The process to get here was a little bit scary, just a tiny bit. It wasn't perfect at all, but the results were phenomenal.